With just a few weeks to go until East Longmeadow's town administrator leaves for a new position, the Board of Selectmen hammer out a plan for his replacement. Parents take a stand with the new school committee, addressing a hot-button issue at the high school, and plans are underway for the annual EL 4th of July celebration, but organizers say they're falling short of cash. We'll tell you why and how you can help. Those stories and much more just ahead on LCAT News Update. Good evening, I'm Rebecca Green. We begin tonight with a move by the Board of Selectmen to try to fill the soon-to-be vacant town administrator position. Current town administrator Nick Bro has accepted a similar position in the town of Wilbraham. He begins in 3 weeks. At Tuesday's board meeting, Bro informed the board that to date there have been 4 inquiries into the position.
We have, I believe, 3 candidates that have come forward that have formal paperwork, more or less.
3 that have contacted the office that have interest, and 1 that that you and I have not had a chance to speak about, but I've spoken with, sort of an internal type of candidate.
Okay.
But with such a short time left before Bro leaves his post, Board Chair Paul Federici agreed that hiring an interim town administrator is the way to go.
My opinion is I don't think in our timeline we have a choice. I mean, I don't think we're going to get, we've got effectively 23 days till your last day working here, 24 days, something like that. So I think it would be in our best interest to at least get somebody in the interim, because that way we can formulate a strategy to go out and look for somebody on a more permanent basis and not be rushed into a decision.
However, while the position has been advertised through private municipal websites, board member Angela Thorpe says the board should advertise more publicly, even though it's an interim position.
So I think, we're, like I said, we're up against it. Without having someone here for an extended period of time, I obviously it's going to put a strain on the office and a strain on the functions of the board, the office, Selectman's office and this whole office. So
I agree, but I still say that we should be able to put it out there and advertise it,
Okay.
at least maybe just once, and then so that we can interview maybe on the meeting on the 12th or have a special meeting.
Federici expressed concern that too much advertising could create too many applicants to handle, given the short time frame before Bro leaves.
I know it was permanent candidates, but Wilbraham got 47 applicants, I believe.
This is interim.
Well, I know, but still, you're gonna get a ton of them, and we're gonna have to whittle them down in a theoretical New York minute to get down to getting somebody. But I have no problem. What would be the best place to advertise?
May I ask through the chair?
Sure.
I would also, maybe that the interim would not be eligible to apply for the position.
What if they're doing a good job?
The interim would not be able to apply for the position.
In the end, Federici reluctantly agreed.
Are you going to make a motion that the interim would not be a candidate for the permanent position?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really like that idea, but
Okay.
I'll make a motion. The potential candidate will not be a candidate for the permanent town administrator position.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
The board hopes to make a decision on the interim town administrator position at its May 12th meeting. Also at Tuesday's meeting, the board voted to stop offering health insurance to elected town officials. Federici currently takes the advantage of that option, so he recused himself. Thorpe is in favor of cutting health care for elected positions, saying there are other options for those employees.
I did do some checking. My concern was having families to get rid of it and then having families without insurance. I did find out that the people who would, should we vote to eliminate this program for our elected officials, that those elected officials would be eligible for COBRA, which would be at 100%, which is what we're trying to do, and it would be for 18 months. So they would have that period to adjust and go ahead and have the continued coverage for their families.
She says the town can't afford to keep paying for the health care of elected officials.
Also, what had me come to my decision also was listening to the Appropriations Committee, and it looks like there's maybe another increase in our taxes. And I just can't justify this expense. So at this point, I don't know if you have anything else you want to say at this point. I would I would make a motion that we eliminate the elected official insurance, effective as of June 30th.
One final note from the board, the Jaycees are asking for help to put on their annual East Long Meadow 4th of July celebration. Each year, the Jaycees put on the popular carnival and the fireworks display. However, thanks to bad weather the last couple of years, the nonprofit does not have enough money just yet to foot the bill for this year's celebration.
This event, the fireworks, the carnival, funded by the Jaycees and a few of the corporations in town or businesses in town, will donate to the fireworks. But the fireworks themselves are typically funded 100% by the Jaycees and a few small businesses here in town. The fireworks are paid for by the proceeds from the carnival, as are 100% of the police involved in the carnival and fireworks, police, the road details for the fireworks night, we pay for 100%. And we're here because the last couple of years we've had a lot of bad weather. And we're here to kind of make the town aware of our situation and that we are actively looking for sponsors for the fireworks this year. We're doing okay. We have our fireworks company, obviously they were involved with us last year. Our fireworks went off in the rain. It was a terrible display. We apologize for that. But they know the predicament that we're in because of the money that we lost due to that weather. And they've offered to match dollar per dollar up to $7,500 to give us a $15,000 display this year if we can raise that $7,500.
So far, the Jaycees have raised $1,000 of that $7,500. They only have 30 days to come up with the rest. So they are asking for the public's help. For more information, or if you would like to make a donation, contact the East Long Meadow Jaycees directly. Moving on to a controversial topic at the school committee meeting on Monday. Several parents turned out to the April 27th meeting, concerned about the high school's recent Honor Diversity Week. According to the high school newsletter, the week included watching student-created videos that focus on a variety of diversity issues, including culture, race, gender identity, and religious differences. At Monday's school committee meeting, audience members, including one student, were given the opportunity to voice their opinion.
We're here in response to the recent so-called diversity events at the high school. We're not here to talk about graduation gown colors, except to say this. The fact that a particular student group was allowed to announce to everyone that such a significant change in our tradition, rather than that change being announced by school officials, imparts to that particular student group a recognition of power unequal to that of other students, essentially potentially promoting discrimination.
The activities of the Diversity Week that were mandatory were offensive to some students, particularly my daughter, and I know others as well, because it so shut down any other viewpoint. And I think we need to be careful as a community not to laud one viewpoint over another and not allow other viewpoints to be presented.
Everyone should have the freedom to express their feelings about things like that. So I just want to encourage you to consider that it is important for everyone to express. If we're going to take time during school, during the educational time, to allow students to do that, I hope that we can do that with other folks as well. So I hope that's something that we can consider.
I just want to say that as a student, like, my parents aren't forcing me to be here. My parents aren't forcing me to do this, and I agree 100% with them. And I have experienced some of these things firsthand where my friends look at me like, you need to change your beliefs because you're so, like, intolerant of me. And I'm not trying to be intolerant of anyone in any way, shape, or form. And I feel like them always trying to change my opinions in its own way is somewhat intolerant. And I think that we need to learn how to be able to deal with everyone's beliefs in a healthy manner, yet still be able to stand on our own 2 feet and have our own beliefs at the end of the day. And I think that this day of dialogue is very important because it doesn't push a certain agenda, it just encourages healthy discussion about what the Christian beliefs are and what kind of things we believe in without trying to condemn anyone else for their beliefs.
we do appreciate hearing from the parents, because we can't make it to everything in all the schools, so, you know, it is good to hear from others, and we'll pass it on, like you said, to follow up with the principal at the high school.
The school committee will look into the issue and notify the principal with their findings. We'll keep you posted with more information. Earlier in the meeting, the committee voted on reorganization. Who will become the new chair?
We will open up nominations for a new chair.
I'll move to appoint Rich Fitzgerald as the chairman of the school committee.
I'll second it.
Mr. Fitzgerald, there's a motion on the floor for Mr. Fitzgerald to be the chair for the next year. We'll start with the roll call vote. Ms. Marjorie Boucher.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
I'm going to abstain on it.
Mr. Fitzgerald abstains. Ms. Mayu.
Yes.
Mr. Fonseca?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank
So
you
it was
all
a
very
good
much.
Thank you.
transition, though, from vice chair to chair, so.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Deirdre, and good luck, Rich.
Nominations for vice chair and secretary were also up for discussion.
Do I have a person nominating someone to be vice chair?
I will nominate Bill Fonseca as vice chair.
Do I have a second, please?
No, please, Beth.
I'll second.
Beth? Mr. Fonseca, do you accept the nomination?
Yes, I do.
Ms. Boucher?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Mr. Fitzgerald is yes. Ms. Mayu?
Yes.
Mr. Fonseca?
I'll abstain, following your lead.
Yeah, so we have that, and so it's pretty much unanimous, Ms. Saletti. And now we're moving on to nomination request for school committee secretary. Do I have a nomination for school committee secretary?
I'll nominate Gordon Smith to continue on as school committee secretary.
Do I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson.
Congratulations.
Fonseca?
Yes.
Ms. Mayu?
Yes.
Mr. Fitzgerald says yes. Mr.
Thompson, yes.
And
Yes.
Ms. Marcy Boucher, yes. Unanimous. Thank you very much.
Moving on to a lighter note, the school committee switched topics to upcoming events and important meetings.
In subcommittee communications, Ms. Marcy Boucher, anything to report?
Say, eLeaf is having the golf event on June 1st. They're looking for foursomes, or even if you're just a single, sign up. They'll find somebody for you to play with. It's supposed to be a pretty good day.
We have three quick things. First off, on May 6th, we have the ELHS Spring Concert at the high school at 7 o'clock, and then that following night is the Student Achievement Night at 7 o'clock at the high school.
To watch the entire school committee meeting, log onto LCAT's YouTube channel, LCAT01028, for more details. Thanks for watching LCAT News Update. I'm Rebecca Green. Until next time, good night.